for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Vanant. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
At their own 49-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is the tight end fan. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Again,
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the bootleg. Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. McManus feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20.
And Dominic ensues. Tom Brady sacked.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. Fumble on the
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to... vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or they're...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McManus fights loose. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right in. To it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McManus. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here we go again with Tom Brady and Tampa's offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the bootleg. Brady They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And that's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. McManus, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A fumble on the play.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely... was, because that's all defenses talk about, getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right, a lost opportunity.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Operating from the gun, McManus. And he's got room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong